What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. What's up out there? Been a minute since I've done one of these and whatnot, but as we go along into WrestleMania season, more WrestleMania matches are being made as we speak. Before we do begin this review, though, go check out my AEW Revolution review that is uploaded online right now, especially talking about what, maybe a good 40 something minutes right there, especially the Bryan Danielson and MJF Iron Man match. Go check that video out right now, okay? It's online. But let's kick it off Monday Night Raw tonight. Boston, Massachusetts at the TD Garden. We do kick it off with the Bloodline rolling up. Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa. Basically saying they got to solve this not Jimmy, but this Sami Zayn problem. And Heyman said, Sami Zayn survived SmackDown, but he's not going to survive Raw. And since we have that problem, we also still have a Kevin Owens problem that basically Solo Sokoa is going to take care of. Heyman then got on the phone with Reigns as Jimmy and Solo walked off then. But the first match of the show, Kevin Owens versus Solo Sokoa. A good match, not surprised given the way that it ended. Of course, Owens almost got the win with the Swanton Bomb, but it ended up being a DQ finish, of course, due to Jimmy Uso getting involved. Him and Solo start beating up Kevin Owens, then put him on the announce table. But then next thing you know, Sikoa, he's about to do that big jump leap thing off the table and whatnot. But Sami Zayn came out and made the save, taking out Jimmy and Solo, taking the steel chair, running them off. Tried to help Kevin Owens out, but Kevin Owens just backed off, which obviously, they're gonna be very reluctant and not even try to be friends. But it's coming, folks. It's coming. Where they're gonna go back to being friends and tag partners again and whatnot. Because even when he did check on him in the back, Kevin Owens says, "Listen, I don't want nothing to do with you. I fought the Bloodline for many months now. You can do this, okay? Why don't you just go back and apologize to Roman and be back? But I don't want your help, okay? You listen. I'm done with you. All right. I don't care." So Sammy, he asked him for the help, but Owens says, just do whatever. But Sammy just walked off then. But it's only a matter of time till these guys go back together. But after that, we did have Bobby Lashley cut a promo on the back about Bray Wyatt, saying he's tired of the kick games. Listen, I don't even blame Brock Lesnar for not wanting to work with Bray Wyatt, especially throughout all this stuff with Wyatt. I have not been the biggest fan of this in general. I saw what happened on SmackDown last Friday with the howdy doody thing. Why is this even a match? Okay, Lashley, Brock and Omos is one thing, but Lashley and Wyatt sound even worse. Okay, it really does. And given what I saw on Friday, I am not feeling it. I still expect to see a whole bunch of goofball stuff happening until WrestleMania. I've said before, Bray Wyatt just kind of went back to his old bag of tricks and going back to the Fiend and whatnot. I have really no care for this match. Okay, so I could see why Brock got up out of this whole thing and like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna go work for him. Like, come on, the fact that he wanted to work with Omos over Bray Wyatt, that's got to tell you something. Okay, it really does. And the fact that they got Lashley doing this, like they couldn't have anybody else for Wyatt to face, but you're gonna put me against either Lashley or Brock. I've said it before. I didn't want to see that match with either one. And now it has to be one of them, so I'm surprised it wasn't even a triple threat match. But nope, it's gonna be Lashley and Wyatt, and like I said, I have zero care for this. So it's whatever to me. All right, it is. Um, but right after that, Carmella was in the back with Chelsea Green talking about Bianca. Um, Bianca went against Carmella. One thing I did notice is, especially with commentary, usually we see Corey Graves just foaming out the mouth about his wife and everything, and just talking very highly of her and just going insane. I noticed how quiet he was this time, and not just going to Kevin Patrick, who I just don't think is good on commentary in general. But I'm surprised he did not go as crazy every time Carmella comes out and just goes nuts. He's a little bit more tame tonight. As for the match itself, I know Green got involved. They might as well be a team at this point. Some would say the Karens and everything, especially Chelsea Green there. But Bianca got the win, KOD, and Green attack. Asuka makes the save, hits the mist, and Green knows Carmella ducked. Obviously, it's probably going to lead into a tag match. Asuka and Bianca just kind of stood in, so it'll probably most likely be a tag match next week. I don't know, like, this will still be a good match at WrestleMania. I have no doubt about that. But I've been really interested in it that much given the past couple weeks. Not really. But maybe something interesting will happen. They still got time, so it's whatever. But I haven't say I've been the most interested in this match going into Mania. But I know it'll be good though. But right after that, uh, what else do we have? I know they had a Ripley video package. Miz is out in the ring for this, big showdown face off with Logan Paul and Seth Rollins. Logan Paul came out and Seth. Seth's everybody singing his song. Logan says, "Anytime, Boston, we got a time limit right here." As the fans booed at him, then they even started chanting "Fuck you, Logan," which you could tell that WWE was even turning the volume down because they didn't even censor it. They just turned the volume down, trying to make sure people didn't hear it. But Rollins says, "You know who I am" and whatnot. Um, Logan Paul basically said, "Yeah, you're the clown I dumped at the Royal Rumble. I stomped your head in the Elimination Chamber. And I've accomplished anything in 1 year that you could do in even 20. I'm better than you in your job. And, I'm just better than you." Miz said he's got some points and whatnot. And, Rollins says, "Yeah, you got some points, but we don't like you. You're the scum of the earth. You're a coward. You're a fraud. You're a human dumpster fire. We don't want you over here. We want you gone, okay? But enough talking. It's time to fight." But Miz says, "I'm the moderator here. We're not gonna fight and everything. So a match like this, it's it could be somewhere big." But Logan Paul said, "I'm not gonna fight you right here. I don't fight for free. I'm a premium act. That's got to be on a bigger stage, bigger money, and of course, it's got to be at WrestleMania." Miz says, "I'm the host. I can make that happen." Rousey, you can make that happen, right? So go backstage, go talk to your boss's boss and whatever. Make it happen. Throws the Miz out just like a sack of potatoes. Then Logan Paul got him with a kick, tried to go to curb stomp. Rollins, started taking out Miz, super kicks him, and then Logan Paul did a knockout punch. It didn't really look that good, even going in you know, replay and whatnot. But Logan went on to say, "Hey, buddy, when you wake up, let me know about WrestleMania. Oh, one more thing. Bye bye, bitch," and walked off. So good stuff right there. Logan Paul's good on the microphone. Obviously, he was gonna get super heat. Some would say he's probably got more heat than anybody in the company. Besides Roman, but on this show tonight, than anybody else. So, especially with the "fuck you, Logan" chants. But hey, like I said, it was best to turn this guy heel. Obviously, it was because it was not working for Logan Paul as a face. People generally hate this dude for multiple reasons outside of wrestling and whatnot. Like I said, the guy is really good at wrestling and everything. And he's a natural heel, okay? Because the face thing was not working because the fans kept turning on him. We can go through all day through a lot of Logan Paul's bullshit and what was it, that current coffee scam that happened not that long ago? But that's a story for a different day. But still, good stuff. That match is going in Mania. Dolph Ziggler went against Omos. I guess they had Mustafa. I forgot Mustafa was still even here, or whatever weird feud they have going with Dolph cheering for him. I don't know. Omos won. MVP basically went on to say, "We don't need any hype right here. Lesnar should have put his hands on me, and that the beast will be tamed." So boom, there you go. The model guys basically were still looking at Otis wanting him. Corbin, you know, said, "What are y'all looking at?" He says, "We don't want you, all right? We don't want you. You're bald." And Corbin says, "Bruce Willis is bald." They said, "But that doesn't count." Um, Prayers to him, by the way, too. I've been seeing what's going on with him. That's very sad. But yeah, they said they take out Gable tonight. Maybe we can get you a spot in. Heyman still warning Jimmy Uso, like, if you don't get Jay by Friday, we gonna blame you. Finn Balor went against Johnny Gargano. In a way, this match would have did really good, and the crowd would have cared more if this was an NXT takeover. But this match was what it was. Edge's music hit, which I'm not surprised by. Judgment Day, at least they got heat. Gargano and Loomis are just dead in the water right now. I almost forgot Loomis was out there. But yeah, Edge's music hits. Edge returns for almost like I want to say the 20th time at this point. But Edge is there, big pop, distracts Balor, taking him out. Gargano hits the final beat DDT. All the Judgment Day are distracted, and then Loomis takes out Priest. So obviously, this match is going to happen in WrestleMania because then Edge is like, I'm going to give Finn until next week, which basically is saying, yeah, we're going to have the match at WrestleMania. Okay, so we know it's going to happen with Balor and Edge. No surprise right there. But yeah, Gargano got the win, so boom. Edge of distraction. King and Queen of the Ring are coming back. It's Saudi! One blood! One blood! Because I think they did it there before. One blood! You blood money! Yeah, that's how it goes. Blood money. Blood money! That's why it's a parody of it. You get the song. But right after that, Piper Niven, Nikki Cross. This match was barely a minute and a very bad looking black hole slam. So rough match right there. That was rough. Rick Boogs was hyped up in the back talking to Elias. Elias is saying, I want you to learn from me, and I want you to go tell that guy you're going to fight him. And he went to Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed said, you want to fight me? Okay, show up funeral next week. And he said, like, what did you say to him? He says, I told you what to fight him. So, yeah, that's a match next week. John Cena came out, which honestly he was probably the biggest thing out of the entire night right here because it's his hometown and it's John Cena, and we haven't seen John Cena since December on SmackDown. John Cena came out, huge pop as usual. Austin Theory's music hits in. Theory talked about how you inspired me. I watched you and stuff, but now I'm gonna face you at WrestleMania for the U.S. title. Cena said no. I thought about it, and no, I don't want to do it. Okay, because your gift you're giving me, you haven't earned the right to give it. All right. I'm speaking on the crowd. We don't care about you. We don't believe in you. I'm not talking from the highest place. And, you're a John Cena wannabe because the sign is in the crowd. And you said, like, Theory's the ghost. I'm your ghost of Christmas future and everything. And yeah, you want to use the ruthless aggression phrase. That nearly got me fired. Okay. It was a great opportunity, but he didn't believe him. So hell, rapping, just Cena rapping was saved his job. I believe, yeah, until Stephanie heard it, that's what actually saved his job. But Cena said, "You've been given so many opportunities, but you got no heart, you got no soul." And I've been yelling back with the fans back and forth for over 20 years now. Okay, and we've had a good time because they believe. They don't believe in you. Okay, all you need is a pair of trunks, and you're away from one thing. Trunks away being a jabroni, and I'm gonna give you something good. And he says, you got one of the biggest names in WWE history, Austin. You got, Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker. And that's the thing. It's your theory. That's the thing. You're just a theory. And in theory, the WWE executives, they like what you're looking for. Here to see it, all that stuff. You can run fast, do all this stuff, but nobody cares. And I'm going to let you walk out of here in one piece and not embarrass you right now. But Theory talked about the bald spot on his head. And you wear your little T-shirt about never give up and respect, but you've given up everything. Don't meet your heroes and stuff. So yeah, he asked the fans if they wanted to see this crowd, but Cena said, "I'd rather be bald than have fake crowd noises pumped into my matches." All right, you a dumb son of a bitch. You ain't ready. You don't want to face me, okay? Because if we do have that match at WrestleMania, it's like this. You lose, you're done. You win, you lose everything. Because, yeah, you may beat me. You won the battle that day, all right? But here's the thing. You may beat me today, but the next day, you got to go out in front of that Raw After Mania crowd, and the crowd's going to eat you alive. But honestly, the Raw After Mania crowd ain't really been that good in the past few years. Yeah, I know some was due to COVID and everything, and I know we didn't have a crowd, but honestly, WWE is smarting up to the crowd nowadays. Hopefully, it is a hot WrestleMania, Raw After Mania crowd, because with the Raw After Mania crowd, I have enjoyed Raw After Manias in the past, but WWE is smarting up nowadays, and they know how to play along with it, because that was when the crowd would hijack the show, but they've lost their luster about that in the past few years now. Cena, listen, now you leave me no choice. So yeah, it's gonna be me versus you at WrestleMania for the United States title. All right, that's what it's gonna happen. Cena thanked his family and all that for being out there. We gonna have this match at WrestleMania. You just made the biggest mistake of your life. I wish you luck because you're gonna need it here. Your head, your heart, and your balls. And you really need to work on, I guess, down there. But before Cena left, One more thing he had to put his stamp of approval on was we gonna come to the real that is right for the WrestleMania stage, and that is Cody Rhodes. So he put Cody over, giving him his little stamp of approval right there. Which, come on, that's kind of telling you more that Cody's gonna win the title at WrestleMania. You got Cena out here giving you the stamp of approval and whatnot. So yeah, hell of a promo from Cena. Cena tore this man apart. This is what we want to see. Lyrical bullet promo, John Cena out here, which is, I swear he's been doing that since 2016, just killing folks on the microphone and whatnot. And this is what we wanted. Now, does Cena win the U.S. title? I don't really think so, because he will disappear with the U.S. belt for many months then. I'd be surprised. Then again, if he win the U.S. title, I would love... Well, no, we're not going to get that Cena Open challenge like we did a few years ago. That was cool, though, at the time when he had the U.S. title. I enjoyed that. Then again, I like to see the belt spin, but... knowing how this match at WrestleMania is gonna go, yes. When's the last time Cena even wrestled at WrestleMania? What? It's been the past 2020, I think, and that was because of the Funhouse match, which some would not even call it a match, or it was a match, or whatever. I'm not gonna go into that right now, but will he put him over? I don't know, but knowing this company, they may do it. But hell of a segment out there, was probably the best thing of the entire night. Chad Gable went against Corbin. Gable won, boom, tap out, ankle lock, yeah. Sami Zayn saying he has to do what he has to do against Jimmy tonight. Um, Becky Lynch and Lita came out talking about they're the new tag team champions, but they had some help, which was Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus came out, good pop out there, won some gold and everything. And I told Bailey what would happen from running her mouth. I told her months ago. Damage Control came out then, and one that told Trish that she's selfish. And, Trish said, I can go from being retired to I was retired real quick, so I wouldn't shut your mouth for WrestleMania. So now it's going to be a 6-woman tag with Damage Control versus Trish, Lita, and Becky. And then, what they tried that, they were kind of upset with Bailey, but tried to pull the ruse, but they ended up getting taken out. Then they took Bailey out. The segment was whatever. I knew this match was gonna happen, so I figured it was gonna be a 6-woman tag in Mania. I don't really care in some sort of way. Damage Control is just ice cold right now that nobody cares. So, but yeah, this match was gonna happen regardless. But in the main event, we had Jimmy Uso versus Sami Zayn. Solo was sent to the back, but Jay ended up coming through the crowd, jumping on the announce table. Jimmy was smiling, but then Sami Zayn rolled him up. I just smacked the bug, killed it. That was cool. Stupid fly. But yeah, Sammy rolled him up, and Jimmy looked very shocked. Jay walked in there, and Jimmy got to his feet, and he put his hand on his shoulders, and then put his fist to his heart, and or his shirt and whatnot, and walked off. He walked up to Sammy, and then he hugged him. And the crowd went nuts then, which, Jimmy looked kind of dejected then as Jay and Sammy stood tall. But I kind of figured this was going to happen next. Fans started chanting, holy shit. Given the way Jay was positioned, you knew he was going to super kick Sammy. Now, I thought they would have waited till SmackDown to do that and let him milk and just act like Jay joined Sammy. But now we're going to pull the ruse right now. Jay said, this family shit right here. And threw him back in the ring. They all start, Solo, they all start trying to beat up Sammy, but Cody Rhodes comes for the save as, he's watching over Sammy as the bloodline stand at bay, and the show goes off the air right there. So, honestly, with this Raw, once again, this is just building up multiple WrestleMania matches and whatnot. The biggest stuff, I would say, news stories out here was obviously John Cena coming back and now having this match with Austin Theory, the bloodline stuff. So, yeah, Jay's back with the crew. I thought they would wait till SmackDown, but hey, they won't blame Jimmy now. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul facing off for WrestleMania. So yeah, a lot of things happening on here. Some stuff just kind of went bad and wasn't good in general, which kind of had to get this crowd back up. You can tell when the crowd died here and there, but obviously the main stuff out of this was either Mania matches being made or stuff with the Bloodline or Cena or Seth, or like I said, if anything regarding the WrestleMania, that's what's going on. Okay. But other than that, though, that is my review of Monday Night Raw tonight. So, yeah, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all then. Peace out. Comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Maybe for a review of NXT Roadblock. Maybe. Not sure. We'll see what happens. But other than that, I'm out. Peace.